Live? We might be live. Hey, welcome to the Whiskey Edition. My name is Rob, and tonight we'll go through some of the bottles I picked up over the last month. And man, for somebody who said they weren't going to be buying a whole lot of bottles, yeah, that didn't happen. It just kind of snuck up on me, you might say. I don't know what happened. Quick shout out to Sonia. She said, you better shout me out or I won't watch you anymore. So one of my tens and tens of followers, I can't lose anymore. So Sonia and all the fun people at Blue, there you go. I wanted to have a quick pour of my favorite Knob Creek I picked up. I may have done this in the last video, but I don't remember if I did, but I did a video for that sports ball thing where I pitted Peyton Manning's Sweetens Cove Tennessee, which against his brother's Bold Pick. Let's see that, maybe there. Eli Manning's Bold Pick, Knob Creek. And it, to me, I'm gonna have to let this open up a bit, is just what I like. This is my flavor profile, not super spicy. This is 117.1 proof, so not super. It's pretty hot, but it doesn't drink hot, and it's got just a hint of barrel char on the back end. Oh, it's just my jam. So in the spirit of addition, I don't back up a lot, which you wouldn't know by looking over there, but I went out and got a second one up here, and this one actually is a different proof. I picked up this one in Tucson. Check that. I bought it in Tucson and I had it muled for me, and then I heard that this one was up here in the Pacific Northwest, so I went and picked this one up. I haven't dipped into this one, so I don't know if it's better or not, but we will find out one of these days. In the spirit of not buying a whole bunch of bottles over the past few months, because I've had some other things going, that, like I said, went out the window. So on some travel down to Austin, I picked up JT Minnick. This is the high proof small batch rice distilled whiskey. It is on the Minnick list. I should have put which number it was. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I haven't decided yet. So that one is on the Minnick list. This Jefferson Reserve Cast Strength limited edition is also on the Minnick list. I picked this up. I think I got this. Where did I get this? I forgot where I got that. That's pretty bad when I'm forgetting where I'm picking these up. I think it might have been at the Total Wine. This is a Yellowstone rum cask. I think I did get this at the Total Wine. It is on the Minnick list. And I should have made more of a New Year's resolution to maybe open some of these before I get into them, because I kind of had saved them and to get the fresh crack and all that crap. I just dipped into this. A friend of mine wanted a sample of it, so I cracked it open. It's on the list. Not very high on the list, but it's on the list. I picked up this one, Bardstown Bourbon Company Ferrand. And I hear there's a Ferrand 1 and a Ferrand 2. This must be 1 because I haven't seen the 2. This is on the list. Blend of straight whiskeys finished in Ferrand cognac casks. Let me get that up there. Yeah. So that's on the list. And again, I should have had the numbers here handy. It's on my phone. What else did I get? Sweet Oak Bourbon, Woodford. This is on the list. This I got at the Costco. Somebody said, hey, they have New Riff Balboa at the Costco. And this is on the list. While I was there, picked up that, which is also on the list. And then things went a little crazy. No, they are crazy. I made a stop. Ooh, you saw a little hint at a liquor store on the east side that is known to have a wide selection of bottles that are quite expensive. And we all know what that it's kind of called, museum. And so I didn't think they were going to have this, and if they were going to have it, it was going to be a lot. Well, the masters keep beaking. Look at that. Oh yeah. And you know what? It was actually less expensive than my local liquor store that sold out of them at, like, I mean, it wasn't a lot less, but it was less, like 25, maybe 25, 30 bucks less. I expected that to be a lot more than that, and I think they were kind of maybe even shocked that it was maybe not priced as high as they would normally have it. So while I was at that liquor store, I ran into Tyler. Tyler is a distributor rep. I kind of told him what I was up to. Oh, that one's on the Minnick list too. That one's like 7 or 8, maybe. The Beacon's pretty high up there. What I was up to with the Minnick list, and he goes, oh, let me see the list. Well, why don't you send me the list? So I sent him the list, and a few weeks went by, this and that, and he goes, I found a couple of them. I'll send them down the street for you. And he did. Of course, I had to pay for them. And down the street is just the supermarket down the street where I met him when he was doing a sampling. So he knew that he could get them to the steward down there, who would then get them to me, all legal and everything. But Dark Art's barely legal bourbon, and I know what you're thinking. This did not come from some island. No, I'm pretty sure it did not. Hopefully not. Aged 7 years. So this is on the list, as is this barrel bourbon 12-year is on the list. And I'm gonna have to put the darn number up here, because the significance of that, while not very high of what the number is on the ranking, is kind of where you start drawing the line. I mean, if you run into a bottle, I've got another one muled for me down in Arizona. I've got 7 or 8 of his top 10, probably 7, because 2 I don't have, George T. Stagg, and is Handy or Sazerac? I forgot what the 1 and 2 were. I know Stagg is number 1, and then George T. Stagg is number 1, not Stagg, and then the other BTAC, and then there's the rest, and then there's maybe 1 or 2. So I've got 6 or 7 of the 10. So why would I need to do the other 90? Well, I've kind of got some sprinkled in there. All these others in here, and so that kind of makes it a little bit. Some of them are just, distillery releases or something. They're going to be not easy to find, but I do have some of them sprinkled in there. So there's that. In other news, besides the stupid list, while I was in the, what was I in the Total Wine for? Oh, my guy at the Total Wine called and he said, hey, psst, I might have one of these for you. It's old. And while I was there, I picked up their Total Wine Barrel Proof Rye, which is 129.1 proof, and it's from Rickhouse 1-13. I've been told that's the Coy Hill Workhouse, and so that's effectively a Coy Hill that's not, it was like 60 bucks, not $260 plus. And then when I went down and picked up the goods from Tyler, I also picked up another Stag. So got that going for me, which is nice. In Austin, my friend went around and she ran across the short barrel, the Bee's Knees, finished in honey casks. I haven't cracked this open yet. It's an experimental release. I've heard interesting things about it. She said, what about this one? Well, I've heard about it. I didn't research it. Yeah, go ahead and buy it. So I got this one, which is great. All right, we're going to go in for the sip of Eli Manning's Bold Pick. Oh man, I don't like a ton of cinnamon. It's got a little bit, it's got some spice, but not a lot. And then it's got the char, which is my jam. It's just interesting when you find something that just is far more flavorful and to your palate better than stuff that supposedly is everybody else's jam. It's really, I like that. What I also like is when somebody says, hey, what about one of these? Have you seen one of these? And it's even in a box. Now I know a guy who puts these in the garbage immediately. I'm not that guy. I'm a box kind of guy. And so Jack Daniel's 27 Maplewood Finish Gold, it's got a box. So this one came home too. And finally, hey, any interest in this? If you could buy that for me, that'd be great, because I wouldn't make it there in time to buy it. Heaven Hill 90th anniversary. Look at that, dollar cost averaging, because this was, I think this came from the Costco. So this one's a lot less than one I bought before, so I got a backup of that. So that's kind of the 17 or so bottle pile. I had to put it out. I had to get this done before the 1st of March because it'll all start over again. I did some, you can't really tell, but that pile is from the Minnick leftovers. I had pulled out a raft of ryes because my friend down the street wanted a sample of a good rye. So I pulled out all the ryes I had and I sent her, said, here's all the ones I have. And I was waiting for her to tell me which one. And now I can't fit them back where they came from. So that's gonna be a problem. That's a problem, but we'll figure it out. Hey, thanks for staying this long and watching the addition to the selection. Like, share, subscribe, and we'll catch you next time, hopefully with, it may be as many bottles, but hopefully it's over like an 8-month time span, like 1 or 2 a month instead of 17 in 2 months or so, month and a half. Oh, it's out of control. Oh, cheers.